Daniel is up next in Atlanta. Daniel, welcome to the show.
Hello. How are you both? I've got I'm kind of in a world of trouble here. I have about $265,000 worth of debt, and I just got laid off from my job as part of a reduction in force.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry,
and
man.
Hey, no worries. I'm pounding the pavement trying to look for another one. Yeah, that's
Was this a big
I'm
shock, or has this kind of been on the verge for a while?
Oh no, it was. Nobody knew about it. It was like, I
Oh
mean,
man.
in fact, we had our CEO tell us, the week before that, in a meeting and the whole company attended. He's like, you see all these companies like Amazon and Google laying off people, but we're not going to do that. And
Ugh.
then the next week, that happened. And it was
Oh.
me and about 200 other people.
Wow.
Wow.
What were you making?
About 220 plus bonus would be 20% of my base, and then I got RSAs every
Wow.
year as well.
You were crushing it. So how much money do you have in the bank right now?
All total, let me see. Let me find it where I have it on here. $45,309.08.
Okay. And do you have anything you could liquidate to get you by and start paying off this debt, like those stocks? Are they vested?
Well, nope. They once I get terminated, they take them away. All the ones that
They
were
weren't
left.
vested. That's a bummer.
No, they
Shoot.
weren't vested.
So what kind of
Right.
debt is this? Are we talking cars? Can you break down that debt so we can see where we can help you out here?
Yeah, it's a mix of credit cards, a line of credit, and 2 car loans. And one of them is one of them is a BMW, and I'm upside down in that one. Basically, I would have to pay $30,000 to get the actual value of the car, to get rid of the car.
Whew.
Like it's worth 30 and you owe 60?
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yikes.
Goodness.
How did that happen?
Bad decisions.
Did you
Man,
roll negative equity
yeah.
in?
I'm sorry.
Did you roll negative equity from another loan or what?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what's supposed to happen.
So
Yeah,
why
that's
do you
what
have the 2
happened.
cars? Do you have more than one person in the household?
No, actually, the other one is a car that I had a loan on. It was a different kind of loan. It was where it was kind of like a line of credit, and I got the title up front. And then this is another dumb mistake. I didn't realize that I had done that with that car, and when I got another car, I traded that car in, but I still owe it on the car on the
So
first
you don't even
car.
have the vehicle, but you still have the debt.
No.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
All right. This is where it gets real, because at this point,
Yeah. Well, here's my question, Daniel. Truthfully, where has this amazing income been going?
Bad decisions.
Like
Let me
what?
say that.
Give me. Do you have a spending addiction? Is there another kind of addiction? I'm trying to figure out the root of this so we can help.
Restaurants, women, during my 30s and everything like that,
Yeah.
and it's built up until now. And so I can tell you that my lifestyle is not the same, and hasn't been for the past, I'd say, 4 years. And I'd actually started the debt snowball.
Good.
I'd say probably maybe 8 months ago. Started it, and again, didn't see this coming, but I guess my bad decisions from my 30s, in my 40s now, it's caught up to me.
And hey,
So,
I want
but-
everybody listening to learn from this right now. This is the prime example of how you cannot out-earn stupid decisions. Those decisions, they catch up with you. You don't know when it's coming. I mean, here you are, you're single guy, great income, living it up, basically, is what it boils down to. And you're not alone. There's plenty of people doing that, and they don't see that this is a domino effect, and it only takes one domino to fall for it all to just, roll down like that. So this is a learning lesson, not just for you, Daniel, but there's plenty of people listening who are right there. And all it takes is for their boss to say, all right, layoffs are coming. So so many folks are learning from you right now, Daniel.
Yeah. So what is your expenses to get by for 1 month right now? Do you have rent? Is it a mortgage?
Yeah, it's a mortgage. I have a mortgage, and right now my monthly expenses are about $10,519.
Goodness. Is that because you have a giant mortgage?
I don't have. I'm paying about $3,300 in my mortgage.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a lot of mortgage right now for not having the income.
Well,
Where's the other 7,000 going? This still feels like your expenses are real high for a single guy.
It's all the credit card debt.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are all your minimum payments. It adds up. It's 265 grand.
Have you started a budget yet? Have you started? I know you said you've kind of started. Okay, so you know exactly what you have. You know exactly what your margin could be. We're not just guessing. Is basically what I'm getting at.
I'm telling you real numbers. Like I'm reading from an Excel spreadsheet that I have.
All right, sweet. That's
so,
good.
Daniel, here's the deal. I'm scared for you, and I'm thinking through this if I was in your shoes. And if I didn't find a job like the one I had before, where I was making six figures in the next few months, I need to look at selling this house and then taking the net profit and chunking it at the debt. So what kind of equity do you have in the house?
Right now, about $63,789.
Okay.
Plus your 45, that would knock out a good portion of your debt, over a third.
And I've been told by my realtor that she's thinking the area that I'm in that I could make $75,000 to $100,000 profit from selling the home.
Okay, so even though you have 63 in equity, based on the sale price, you could make more even after fees.
Right.
So let's look at the career side of it then. With your job, how quick, let's be realistic. If you said you're hitting the pavement, how quickly could you find something where you're making, even if it's, because let's look at it on two sides. You need to get anything right now. Get any job, it's may not be the dream job, but anything to float you until you do get the dream job, right?
Right.
Okay.
So don't wait around for a $300,000 job.
Yes.
Go drive for Uber until you make 150 and then jump to 250 when you can.
Yeah. Anything to stop the bleeding.
Because here's the thing. If you can get back to making 220, 250, and you can throw 130,000 at debt, you're debt free in 2 years. Mm-hmm. So this is not a hopeless scenario. It just feels like that right now because you got punched in the face while you had a pile of debt in front of you.
Right. I also wanted to ask this question too. So I have a 401k, and it has about I can withdraw about $302,000 from it. Should I leave that alone? Because I could pay off my debt right now with the 401k.
I would
leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Okay.
In your 40s, starting from scratch, there's too much growth potential that will happen from that $300,000 for you to liquidate that, pay the penalties, pay the income. It's just triple stupid. Mm-hmm. So I would use your future income. You're not scared of work. You're going to find that great job again. You're going to pay off this debt. And worst case, this house sale is your parachute to get out of this thing and at least go rent for a while and get out from under this giant mortgage and get some roommates or something.
Ooh, major lesson learned.
Man, I'm so sorry, Daniel. I'm hoping you find that next job soon.
I appreciate it. And it's definitely one of the low points of my life. I can tell you that for sure.
Tough stuff. Look, Daniel's not all that different. We know a third of people who make over $250,000 are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And this is why you get that big income and you're like, I can
lifestyle
just do whatever I want.
You can out-earn your stupidity when you make $300 grand. And everyone thinks, if I just made that much, man, it would be different for me.
Yeah, right.
Listen, nobody's above it. We have to make these decisions every day to stay out of debt, to do the right thing, to have that money in the bank. And when you don't owe anyone anything, a layoff is a lot less scary. But I'm glad Daniel's at least got some cushion there with $45K in the bank to float him by until he can find that next gig. But scary situation right now.